Welcome to the Gen Weekly Update for Friday, September 7th, 2018. I'm Joel Yaste. With this month of September being just a week old, there's a lot of exciting changes that are coming up. At the end of the month, we'll have a new season, fall here in the Northern Hemisphere, and spring for the Southern Hemisphere, plus exciting changes to our website, which are changing rapidly and getting better all the time. With more on things like that, here's Dr. Tom Morter.
Hello, I'm Dr. Tom, and I'd like to welcome you to this Friday's update. And with me today is a very special guest. I know some of you were fortunate enough to be able to meet him, see him, and listen to his incredible information at our recent event in Chicago. Well, we happen to be doing a little bit of masterminding here, and I would like to welcome to this Friday's update Grand Master Tsai.
How are you?
Well, I'm spectacular, sir. Thank you for being here. And thank you for all that you've done for the Gen membership. And so many people understand that your messaging is infused throughout the training. And so for some of you, you've never had the opportunity to see him, that he really does exist. That's a really good thing. And he not only exists, but he is willing to share so much information with us. And when we were in Chicago, you did a number of demonstrations. And those demonstrations, some people in the audience began to wonder, are these dangerous? Is this dangerous, what you're doing? And if you'd expand on that a little bit.
Well, when we do demonstration like this, a lot of people think it's not real. Because to put that kind of pressure on the lung and the heart and the rib cage, solar plexus, and the hip and the shoulders, these things can actually literally do a lot of damage to people. Or the bear hug, people can get choked out with them. But what is the purpose of this? It's in the Qigong. A lot of people didn't understand what Qigong is. The Qigong is not only for the health and the wellness, but literally can protect your body from impact force and pressures.
Now, Grandmaster, you mentioned a word there that many people might not be familiar with, Qigong. Something that you have been studying. When we first met, literally decades ago, you were Master Tsai. And since then, you have spent a little more time studying, furthering your education, kind of like one of the Gen principles about continuing to learn. Tell us a little bit about that journey, if you would.
Well, I do martial arts since I was 6 years old, and coming up will be 70 years for me. And I devoted most of my time in martial art, championship, tournament, until the 80s. Then I discovered a lot of my champions, people get hurt. And in sports, especially in the sports we are called contact sports. And of course, on the contact sport, I'm literally beat up from 65 to 80s. And so everything starts setting in, the pain started. Especially when you got hit by the car back in 65s. And
so wait a minute, you just says that so casually. I got hit by a car in 60. You got hit by a car?
Right, walking.
Walking. So you didn't have a car of your own?
No.
You got hit by a car. Okay.
And then I was on crutch, and I was laying up. But in 65, I won my championship in September. In October, I got hit. And I couldn't believe in 2 weeks changed my whole life.
Sure.
I couldn't even walk. I was jumping up, kicking the ceiling and everything. Then I didn't take pain pills because I didn't understand about pills. And I had to do a lot of meditation with the chi breathing to stop the pain at night. The pain was shock pain, muscle pain, nerve pain, bone pain, because I got hit for about 50, and he was a drunk driver. I went up in a year and I hit the concrete floor right in Boston, Massachusetts. And that's the day it made me understand how I have to change my life with the chi more than just physical. So I began to practice a vital area in my body, such as lung, heart, neck, shoulder, so I can stop people from hurting me. With martial arts, what we do is a lot of contact. And now today, I begin to understand how important it is because I'm in my 70s now.
Yes.
And when you get hurt like that, when you're younger age, you know, when you get older, you pay for it. 'Cause I see a lot of people walk funny. And,
Absolutely.
you know
Absolutely.
what? Honestly, I'm pain-free too because I practice Qigong. So Qigong is very beneficial, not only for defense, offense, but most importantly, even healing of pain, suffering, sickness. So to me, it's a very, very interesting continuous education. So I started in '86 again.
Yes.
Continue to further my mastership and Grand Mastership. Yeah, it's just like, you know, shit, level 1 to level 10. I get to level 16 with the Qigong.
Absolutely. Everything has a progression, and it's important because it builds on a foundation. And there's nothing more important than building that foundation. And this is part of what the purpose of why we had you do a demonstration live and in front of people was to show them how, as you build that foundation, you can protect yourself.
Absolutely. And you know, when the person up there doing a demonstration that day, she literally knows she could do it.
Yes.
Because it's not funny when you put that many people on one person, so I break the rib, the hip, and liver, and kidney, and spleen, everything like this.
Absolutely, and we may be able to show you a picture of what happened when we were in Chicago. A number of people pushing on, putting pressure on as hard as they could, putting pressure on different organs.
Yeah.
And
bones and spine.
And bones and spine and you know, a person. And the reality of that is to show that people can withstand that outside pressure because of what they do on the inside.
Right. So when we practice, if you can protect outside from impact force,
Yes.
you literally can protect inside of your organs. That's part of Qigong.
So this can actually apply to ordinary people.
Or anybody that has a will to train or they have problems they need to develop. Some people may have a kidney problem. Kidney and liver is a very common problem for a lot of people.
Yes, they are.
And,
Yes, they are.
And you know what? Practice Qigong, that's a lot of good for people with it.
So if you could, this appears to be what I would consider, a layman would consider a martial arts. And how can that apply to others? I mean, is it martial arts, or how does it apply to others' lives?
You know, Qigong is good for martial artists, non-martial artists, and mostly for wellness people. People care about wealth and health. So the wellness is a very important part of Qigong. We create energy to defend ourselves. So when we practice Qigong, you literally feel strong, you feel solid, and you feel empowered.
Yes.
Most importantly, that you know that while at the demonstration we do, like you're looking at that 300-400 pounds, 1,000 pounds around such physical body. If you take a look at the X-ray, the bones like there, it takes a little bit to crack. Yet, Qi is nothing. But when Qi enters our body, it can transform into called dynamic Qi. Just like air going to the tire, we can drive the car. But it's not air, it's a Qi. And we do that. You know, the day after the lecture, I had about 10 people run to my house. They knock on the door, and they want to learn what it is, and I told them to come back. And they did.
Yes.
Let them come back, and they spent 2 days and practice. So I most think that I'm concerned about the heart and lung.
Yes.
And solar plexus. It's very vital in the ribs. And you know what? In 2 days, not only they can learn it, but it's a learning for life. In case anybody would grab them or try to hurt them.
Yes.
What I like about this is you can teach even kids and adults and seniors, anybody.
So anybody can do this?
Yeah, anybody can do that.
How long would it take them to learn to do? I mean, obviously, you don't get to be a Grand Master that has taken decades.
Well,
how can an average in this audience, a Jin person, how long would it take them to learn something that would be a benefit to them in their health?
Well, we did a 2-day workshop. In this 2 day, we taught them how to block the heart, lung, solar plexus, ribs,
Yes.
and I think a liver and spleen. And they learn it with the flying color and be able to protect themselves in the 2 days. We think about putting this program into level 1, level 2, level 3 to level 10. Be able to put 2 techniques in each one of the programs. Not only they empower their mind, their knowledge, but literally feel good with your body safeties and protections.
Well, you know, the beauty of this particular audience, the Gen membership, is that they have a great teachability index. They understand that when they come across something that they don't know a lot about or want to learn more about, they understand how to be taught.
Well,
they understand how to learn.
I gotta admit something. That day, because was a lot of Jin people show up for the workshop that I did for 2 days, and some of the people are from outside. They didn't come from Jin.
Yes.
And what I learned from Jin was KT's teaching. The teachables get it just like that.
Absolutely.
People didn't have a teachable background.
Yes.
It may take a week or month, but I was surprised in 2 days I accomplished 7 vital points in their body.
Yes.
I'm more impressed than anything else.
Well, it is, and that's the beauty of the Jin training and the Success Mastery course, and the way that Kevin put the information together, so that regardless of what level you are, even if you just joined and you've only listened to your wishes, your command, maybe you've only listened to parts of it, maybe you just had somebody say you have to do this. The reality is, once you get involved in the Success Mastery course and you begin that progression toward level 12, level 7 obviously is the furthest that we've gone to this point. But as you move through that learning process, you become more teachable. And so I know that we had you as a special guest in our level 7 meeting, our Club 712 meetings, because those people were ready to hear some of what you were beginning to share. And so if you talk just a moment about some of that energy and how you see that energy in the body.
Well, it's something we feel, not only see. We can see and feel. By the way, I want to tell you there's about 6 people, included 2 girls, was from Jin. And they want to learn that monk, the power of putting out a fire. Amazingly, we learned in 2 days. All 6 of them passed with they put the fire out. Why? Because they were so teachable, they're so focused.
Exactly.
And so when you see the energy of how the fire go out, so understand how you project the energy out into the body. And they did a fantastic job. So we see energy, but we feel energy. If you don't feel this energy inside of your body, when somebody choke you and put the pressure like that,
yes,
will literally just destroy you. So I don't recommend people learn this just to go out and test out. But once we pass the test, we're going to have a test for a lot of people. And in 30 days, they come back, and we're going to do another one. What that does is telling me you're safe now for life.
Yes.
Imagine your children, your loved ones, who literally do not protect these vital areas in their body from what we call how to protect yourself with chi.
Absolutely. You know, you mentioned one thing when we were in class about the mind is your best medicine.
Yep.
The thought process.
Mind over matter.
Talk about that for just a moment.
Well, a mind over matter. When I always say you're the best doctor in the house, when your mind decide to heal, you find all the answer to.
Yes. Absolutely.
You search until the mind's ready to search for solutions. No matter how you want to get healed,
you're absolutely right.
So mind over matter. So anybody doesn't feel good, he says, I want to start today. I want to change their body image. By the way, Qigong help body image transformation too. I want to get myself in good shape. I want to get rid of my blood pressure. Well, when you believe that and you start taking action, son of my God, it works every time.
Absolutely. You know, and it works because you create balance.
Yep.
And life is about balance. And when you get out of balance, we've talked about this even in recent weeks, about sometimes you get out of balance with work, or sometimes you get out of balance in a relationship. Sometimes you get out of balance financially. All of those things have a toll on the body.
Yes.
And so any tool that we can use, whether it's through Callahan's tapping, whether it's through Mary Miller's instruments, whether it's through a best adjustment, whether it's through meditation, whether it's through martial arts, all of those things are just different venues in order for people to get back into balance.
Well, balance is something we don't understand. And one day you say, I just don't feel good. I don't feel right. Or something's wrong. But really, we got a lot of harmful energy into our body from hearing, from seeing, from feeling. So they throw us out of balance all the time. This balance, when we're out of balance, it's like walking on the street with one shoes on and one shoes off. When you walk for about a block, you know how bad it is.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
But when we're out of balance in the mind, we cannot tell the body out of balance, but we can feel emotionally out of balance.
Yes.
Mentally out of balance, and physically out of balance. And that, when we're out of balance, it throws everything off in life. And it only take a few minutes to balance too, by the way, with the energy balancing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so the real key is to balance all of those aspects of your life. Mm-hmm. And I know that Dr. Ted and Blaine and I have been talking with you about some things that we can do in the future. And do you think it would be possible for you to share more with the Gin membership?
Well, I love Gin members people. I love people who's teachable.
Yes.
And you know what? If there's anything I can do, because me and Katie go back a long way.
Yes, you do.
And I want to help Gin grow again. We might be able to do more show so we can bring more people in to see how much Gin can do for people besides empowering the mind, empowering the knowledge, but for better health with a different aspect of energy work, like your energy work,
yes.
My energy work, and just stay with the healthy. Health is everything. When we are healthy, we can do anything we want. When we get energy, we can do anything we want. And that's exactly what we teach in Qigong. It's building energy from within. What I teach people is to learn to get connected, discover the power hidden inside our body that we never use. Like a lot of people, they don't realize how much mind power they have, but they never practice to use it. But between the power of the mind and the energy of the body, I would say, you're the best doctor in the house. You have the best healing machine in you, which is your body.
Absolutely.
But you need the energy. So vibrational energy, energy field, these are the real gasoline. So you can have the best sports car in the world, but if you're out of gas, you're in trouble.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I just want to tell you that there are some great things ahead. There are some great things in store. We've been masterminding together. I know I've talked about the mastermind and how we can expand the messaging of Gin and how we can help you as members to apply the techniques and technologies that we've explained to you and shown to you and educated you on inside the world of Gin. And so I would just like to thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for being here, and thank you for all you do for the Gin membership.
Thank you for what you are teaching lately. I heard so much about your achievement and your accomplishment teaching level 7. They all raved about it. I say, I got work to do.
Well, thank you for the compliments. Spectacular. We hope you have an incredible week. Back to you, Joel.
Well, that's the weekly update for Friday, September 7th, 2018. I'm Joel Yaste. See you next week.